have 3 10-minute workouts for you. Basically just moving. If you want to have water bottles, there's a couple things that you can add some weights, or if you have some baby weights, you can have them ready. I have my weights right here. But again, if you just want to do this and you just kind of want to just move your arms as I do it, then feel free. Go ahead, you can add your favorite music. I'm not adding any music here. This way you can just put in whatever you like, whatever motivates you. And even if you want, you can even have it like next to the TV or whatever. But every 60 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and change it. I will let you know when the first workout is done. You can stop it there and then go back to the next one at another time. Or if you're feeling really good and you want to keep going, all 3 of them are just a little bit different. So if you want to do a whole 30-minute workout, you can work up to that, whatever you want. But I just thought this would be a great way just to kind of just do simple movement, especially on days when it's either too cold or rainy, or you're too tired, it's dark out, whatever, and you just want to get some movement in for 10 minutes at a pop. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. If you'd like to do a little bit of a warm-up, I'm not going to include it here, but if you just, want to do some stretches, kind of get those hips moving, get your ankles moving a little bit, feel free to go ahead and do that before you start with this workout with me. So I'm just going to wait another 5 seconds just so that I'm on the same time for all of it. And we're going to start right now. So everything's just going to be a minute long. So the first thing we're doing is we're just marching in place. And you can move your arms just a little bit. We're just warming up, so you don't need to get too wild and crazy. But just kind of start getting the blood pumping and just moving along. All right, hope you're doing good today. And I applaud you for getting up and moving. It really does make your body happy to feel that blood moving around, get a little breathy, a little shorter breath, get those lungs that they really want to bring in that air, and just keep on marching. Again, if you've got some good tunes going, you can just rock it to that. All right, and so next we are just going to bring that right foot forward. Here, I'll mirror it so it's a little easier for you. So you're just going to step that right foot forward and bring your arms up. If you need to have like maybe a chair next to you just to hold on. If you don't even want to do your arms and you just kind of want to stand here and just step forward and back, that works as well. So just step forward and back. But if you'd really like to add those arms and maybe a little bit of opening of your chest, a little baby back bend, whatever feels right for you today. Some days we feel better than others. Sometimes the arms are working better than others. Just some nice deep breaths. And great job. All right, now you're going to switch and move to the left. Or if you started with left, just move to the right. Pretty simple. And just some nice reaches up. Certainly bringing your arms overhead increases your heart rate and your oxygen needs. So if you just want to stay down here, that is great. Or if you just kind of want to keep your arms low, you can kind of just keep it here like a little bicep curl. Just moving forward and back. Keep those knees soft and just move forward and back. All right, another minute down. Now we're just going to tap it back. Just a simple tap back. You can take it straight back. If you need to hold on to a chair, you can do it here. If you got some good music playing and you want to get a little jazzy, you can do that too. Just a simple touch back is what we're working on right now. All right. Again, you decide what you want to do with the arms. If you're somebody that needs a little more intensity, you certainly could be holding on to your weights here, just as long as it doesn't bother your shoulders. And you can start off moving your arms and then stop moving your arms. You know, if you gotta take it down a notch, totally cool. Just keep on moving. All right, now we're gonna start doing some lateral movement. So we're gonna just move out to our right. Just step out. Again, if you need to, maybe even you wanna get closer to a wall and you can step out and hold on to the wall. You can keep those hands on your hips. If you wanna sway them out, almost like a speed skater, you can do that. Just that lateral movement's great for getting the inner and outer thigh. Plus it also helps with your balance. That ability to shift in multi-directions is very important. All right. Just moving side to side. Doing a great job. Remember, if you need to stop for water at any point, you can do that. All right, we're switching sides, going over to the other side. Again, you decide what you want to do with your hands. You know, there's a great music going on. You can even kind of get a little fancy. Just take it side to side. Keep on breathing. Alrighty. Keep on cruising. Alright. It's funny, so, you know, everything's a minute. And in some minutes, you're probably like, oh my gosh, this is lasting forever. Whereas other moves, you're like, oh, that wasn't too bad. Just keep on cruising. 10 minutes really isn't that long, especially if we're trying to mix it up a little bit. All right, next we're going to touch forward. And again, some variations. You can just do the simple touch. You can add some big arms to it if you'd like. You can add just a heel touch. Maybe you want to mix it up and part of the time you do the toe touch, and then part of the time you do the heel touch. You can have those big arms again if you just want to kind of kick it out like that. If you have your weights, you could even be doing a little bicep curl here. Just whatever you want. Snap your fingers. Get a little jazzy. Don't be afraid to move. Great. You know, I have this cheat sheet down here that you can see me looking at, and I guess I didn't make the font big enough because I can't really see. Okay, so now we're coming out. These are called half jacks. So you reach out. If you want to add a full jack, that's available for you too. If you want to add both arms, so it's almost like you're doing a jumping jack. Or maybe you're thinking, hey, this is like 8 minutes into it. I'm not into it right now. I'm good just hanging out right here. You can, if you want to pick it up, add a little, maybe a little bit of a jump. You can do that. Just again, try to get that front, back, side to side. Different motions. Hitting different leg muscles. All right. Okay, next we're moving into a knee up. Again, if you need to be holding onto a chair, just gonna bring almost like a high march. You can try to reach up to a hand if you want. Or maybe you're just, hey, this is minute 9. I'm just gonna hang out here. You can do that. You want big arms if you're feeling like, whoa, I'm feeling really good today. I'm feeling energized. I want to get that blood pumping. You can bring it up. Whatever you feel like doing at this moment. All right. Keep on trucking. Good job. All right, after this, we only have 1 more minute left in this 10-minute workout. And touch, touch, touch. All right, and here we go. And we're just gonna end with that same march for that workout. So maybe at this point, you're feeling breathy. You really want to take it down. You can do that. Just don't go from moving like that big movement we just did to sitting down. It's much healthier if you can just slowly bring your heart rate down. If you're still at it and you're like, hey, I'm going straight on to the next one, and you want to keep it up, motivated and really moving and grooving, you can do that as well. So listen to your body. Do whatever is best for you tonight or today or this morning or whenever you're doing the workout. Just keep on going. If you happen to keep going, all right, that's 10 minutes. So you're done with that. Yay, good job. If you're rolling on to the next one and you want to grab some water, now would be a great time to give yourself a big slurp. All right. Okay, here we go. Round 2 workout. So if you're just starting out, maybe you didn't do any workout yet today, this is a great time to just nice big deep breaths and keep those legs moving. Maybe you're really not up to those big deep breaths and you just want to hold it here for your warm-up. You can do that. Or you're recovering from the last round, whatever. But again, remember, bringing those arms up brings that heart rate up. You can certainly go higher knees. Again, you can be holding on to a chair if you need to. Just feel a nice deep breath. It's always great to fill up those lungs. All right, next we're gonna do bicep curls. Again, you don't need to have anything in your hand. What I'm gonna be doing is we're gonna be alternating right and left. If you wanna keep walking in place while you're doing this, you can. If maybe you need a recovery and you wanna sit down and just move your arms, you can do that too. Whatever you need to be doing, but we're just bringing some arm movement in. You can be holding water bottles. Some people say hold cans. I just feel they're too big for my hand, the standard size anyways. Guess you could always hold tomato paste, right? It's a little smaller, but yeah, just go ahead. Again, you can be marching, you can just be standing in place. If you are, I do recommend that you have soft knees, okay? You don't want to be like a soldier here because that'll bother your back. All right, again, you can keep these weights in, but we're gonna just be moving to the lower body. This is just a baby squat. So a lot of people have sore knees. When you say squat, they're like, oh, no, I don't want to squat. But you know what? We squat every day using the toilet, right? So it's important just to be able to bend those knees. So just go in your range of motion. Do know that sometimes it helps if you change the position. For some people, having their toes out, woo, it feels much better. Sometimes just having them straight ahead. Some people actually toe in a little bit is helpful. So, or maybe you've got a wonky, one knee's bad. So it feels better to have that one toe out with the other one. So while you're doing this minute, play with your squats. Find out what works for you. All right, we're going, this one's kind of alternating upper body and lower body. So we're gonna do what I call the lawnmower pull. So you're just gonna pull up and down. You wanna be hinged over. Maybe you can have your hand on a chair, or you could have your hand up against a wall. But you wanna be leaned over just so that you hit your back. Even if you have no weights and you're just pulling back, you really wanna be working your back. So this is 30 seconds down already. So you're gonna go ahead and switch sides and do the other side. All right. You wanna try to have a nice, strong back. Use your belly muscles to pull up. You don't wanna be hunched over doing this, right? You wanna have nice form here. All right, great. Okay, now we're gonna switch to that lower body. Simple. All you're gonna do is you're gonna touch down to your knees and come back up. It's kind of like a little deadlift. You wanna, again, you don't wanna sink into it and round it. You wanna keep it nice and straight. So I always tell people, pull that booty back. So you're just coming down, whatever's available for you. Knees is good. If you wanna bring it down to your shin. I just don't want that full bump where you just kind of round out. So it's more important just to keep that nice flat back and take it down. And then when you come up, keep the cheeks a little squeezed. All right? Work those glute muscles, that big muscle in the back. I know some of you are saying, well, some are bigger than others, or whatever. But truthfully, no matter what, it is one of the larger muscles in the body. So take it down and take it up. All right. Okay, again, we're moving on to another upper body. So again, you don't need weights. You can make little fists if you like, but these, I call these elbow kisses. So you're gonna go ahead and bring those forearms together, get those elbows to kiss. When you come out, you wanna try to pull back a little bit. This is really good for posture. You know, we're hunched over all day, so really open up the chest. So think about it more, opening up the chest. If you have shoulder issues, I wouldn't recommend putting any weight, or if you do, just something light, like a 2-pounder or something like that, because you'll feel it in your shoulders even without weights. So just be mindful of that. But stand up nice and tall. If at some point you had to actually sit down, your shorter breath, maybe you did round 1 and you're into round 2, that you need a break. You can do this seated as well. Just open up that chest. Okay, we're moving. All right. So now what we're going to do is you're going to take this right foot and you're going to take it forward. You're going to take it to the side and you're going to take it back behind you. Simple. Staying on the same side. Forward, side, and back. Take it forward. Take it to the side and take it to the back. If you want to go ahead and really add forward, side, back, you can do that. Bring those arms up, bring those arms out, bring it down. If you want to be holding on to a chair to keep your balance, you can do that too. If your music is going really good and you're like, woo, you can be doing that too. Just have some fun with it. Just keep thinking forward, side, and back with those feet. Great. Now you're going to go ahead and switch to the other side. Don't want you to be lopsided. So forward, side, and back. Forward, side, back. Whatever you want to be doing with those arms. Or like I said, if you just want to be hanging out here. Totally cool. Yeah. If you want maybe a little balance challenge, you can go ahead and bring it out and back. Just touch the toe on the front, touch it to the side, touch it to the back, or don't even touch. Play with that a little bit. You'll be working this stance leg. You're still moving, you're still grooving. You're doing a great job. All right. So you guys keep going the forward and back. I gotta check out my cheat sheet. So we're coming around minute 9, believe it or not. As long as I don't forget anything, I hope not. All right, tricep kickbacks are next. Again, you can have your weights. This is what a tricep kickback is. You're just pushing back, pushing back. You want to have a nice straight back. If you want to grab those weights, you can do that too. So just press back. You want, as you can see, you want a little bit of an angle to your back. You don't want to just be up here doing this, right? So soft knees and press on back. Great. And if this seems too hard for you, you can alternate right and left. It's a little easier. If you actually want to add a little heel lift, I'll turn to the side so you can see. That gives you a little calf work. Gets a little work happening. And press it back. Just make sure you're not sunk down here like this. You want to be up nice. Nice, strong, pulling those belly button muscles in. All right, very good. We got 1 more minute here, and I'm doing a 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. So if you have good music and you just want to be boogieing like that, you can do that. Or if you want us just 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. You want to cross? Cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. And if you're like, I am not doing that, babe, you can just be 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. Or if you don't want to cha-cha and you just want to. All right, this grand finale of round 2 with our 10 minutes down. So 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. Round 2 is done, in the books. All right, if you are pressing on to do some more, go ahead, grab some water. Or if you're done for the night, go ahead and pause it. All right, otherwise, we are going to move it to the next one. All right, so this is reaching up to the sky. So again, if you were just starting out with your first 10 minutes of the day, this is a great way to stretch. And go ahead and you can kind of lean side to side, reaching it up. Nice deep breaths. If you have shoulder issues and this is not happening for you, you can just simply bring it up like this, or just sway side to side. Okay, so we're just starting round 3. Just want to start getting some movement in, just side to side. But it is good to get those shoulders moving however you want to. All right, minute number 2, we're just kicking. So maybe you have some great music happening and you can just kind of move with the music. If you have balance issues and you need to be holding onto that chair while you're kicking, totally cool. If you're not in a kicking mood and you just want to touch step, that's good. Or maybe you're like, hey, I'm rocking it today. You can really kick it. You can even like think like you're a boxer and really kick it. So just taking those feet to the front. Taking it to the front. Very good. All right. Kicking it. Kicking it. And if you want big arms, you can do that too. Or you can just hang out here. Whatever you want to do, just keep those kicks going. We've got some bicep action here coming up next. You can grab those weights that I talked about. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But we're just taking it to the opposite shoulder. You can decide how much movement. You can add a nice twist to it, where you actually lift that heel up. That's an option. Or if you just want to be here like this and just take it up and down with or without a weight, you can do that as well. But we're bending our elbow towards our shoulder, however you want to do it. Doesn't matter to me. If you want to be marching while you're doing it, If this is round 3 and you are proud of yourself that you've already done round 1 in the same time and like, I need to sit down, no problem there. You can just be seated, bring it up and down. Wherever you are, you can do kind of a fast alternate if you want to. That is totally fine too. All right, so you're gonna put that down. We're doing a leg lift. So just on the right side. Again, if you need to be near the wall, near a chair, you can do that too. Toes are pointed towards your computer or tablet, however you're watching this. Or maybe you have it on the TV, whatever, you're just gonna lift and lower. But your toes are pointed as opposed to being out to the side, so you want it straight ahead. And we just did 30 seconds of that because we're moving on to the left. Lifting and lowering that one for 30 seconds. Just lift and lower. All right. Got a big move coming up next. If this is your first time doing a lat fly, your lats are your muscles in your back, I suggest you don't pick up weights. If you've done this a bunch of times and you want to pick it up, but I'm going to show you, you're going to bend your knees a little bit, you're going to hinge forward into your hips, and you're going to fly, right? So just kind of like a bird, bring it up and down. Once you know the movement, stop looking at the screen and look kind of in front of you on the floor. You want to make sure your neck is in alignment. And the whole idea is to squeeze those shoulder blades together. So you can be doing it with a weight or not, squeezing those shoulder blades together. But I'm not doing anything different except for squeezing my shoulder blades together. So try not to look at the screen, nothing much to see. If you started doing this with weights and somewhere in the middle you're like, oh, this is getting to be too much, go ahead and put it down. But really, it's so good for your posture. We are hunched over at computers, driving, everything. This is just so good for our backs. All right, we are done with that. You can put your weight down. All right, big knee marches. So we're gonna bring those knees up as high as you are comfortable doing at this moment in time. Again, if you need to be holding on to something, if you just want to keep you're like, I'm doing this is plenty, that's totally fine. If you're like, oh man, this is my first workout in the day, I feel good, everything seems to be working today, and you really want to pump it up, you can do that. Whatever you want to do. We're just working on getting that blood pumping. Little shorter breath, little breathy. All right. It is so good to be doing this. In 10 minutes, like what the heck? 10 minutes is nothing, right? Okay, good job. Next we're gonna move to a wall push-up or a chair push-up. So you're gonna find a hunk of wall or your sofa or something like that, and you are just gonna press it away from you. Again, once you know what you're doing, stop looking at the screen. I'm just gonna be doing this for the next, well, we're down to less than 45 seconds. So, you can try to keep your heels down. If you have tight hamstrings or calves and you need to lift your heels up a little bit, you can do that. But just be staring straight at the ground, at the wall, I'm sorry, and just keep on pressing. All right, this is really good in case if you ever should find yourself on the floor and you need to get up, you really need to have these muscles here strong to get you up off the floor. So keep pressing, you get another 2 seconds. All right, great job. All right, okay. And now we're gonna go ahead and we are just going to step side to side, and we're just gonna make our arms like this. So we're gonna do 2, and then 2, and 2. And step, and step. Again, if you don't wanna add the arms, and you just wanna move your legs side to side, you can do that. If you are seated, and you're like, Okay, I've done 1 and 2. I'm kind of tired. Just move your arms like this. If you're like really want to get bouncy, you can do that. Just side to side movement is what we're looking for here. And getting those arms going as well. All right, keep on going, side to side. All right. All right, so now this is just, I call them yawn arms, right? So you're gonna reach up tall and reach and reach. So if you're seated, you can be doing that like this. If you're really energized and you wanna bring it up like this, if you wanna kind of do like maybe those jumping jacks we did in another round, you can do that. If you wanna open up your chest and breathe. So maybe you've done 1 and 2 and this is your 3rd round and oh my goodness, you just want to give yourself a little hug here to thank yourself for doing this. You can do that, but just really concentrate on that arm movement. Unless your shoulders are getting tired, then you can just be walking in place, moving your arms like that as well. All right, and we are last minute. I said, just be happy. So however you want to be happy, maybe you had a great day, maybe you had a crappy day, but you know what? You can make the next 45 seconds happy. So whatever you can, if you got good music on and you want to swing, just keep moving, okay? Gotta promise me that, right? I know this is the last minute, but you can keep on moving, you can be happy, you can dance, you can snap your fingers, whatever. Ha, ha, ha. Sometimes just going, ha, 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 ha. I took a laughing yoga once, and that's what they did. Just, ha, 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 ha. You can just be goofy. And you know what? We are done. 30 minutes into it. Whether you broke it down into 3 sections, totally cool. I am so proud of you. Thanks for moving with me, and I'll see you next time. I'll make it even more fun. Promise.